Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jessica, and on my channel today, I am going to be planting my seeds, the rest of them that I have to plant, and hoping that these ones take off like the last ones did, and they grow into plants that I can harvest and plant out in my yard. So here we go. So first I have to take, hold on, I'm trying to tie this. I have very short arms. Kind of complicated. Anyway, so I'm going to take this right here. It's a used one. Some of you might have seen that. I've got hair hanging. Not seen that, but some of you might have seen that I had put my plants, my seedlings outside for some sun and trying to harden them off. It did not work out. I don't know why. I don't know what I did wrong. I think I might have put them out there too early, or they got too much sun, and they're gone. Not all of them, probably 3/4 of them. But then in my other trays, I had some seedlings that were not germinated yet. They didn't germinate yet. They are now. So I have 2 full trays of serrano peppers, bell peppers, and tomatoes. So I have those trays full. But this is one of the trays I had used before, and I put them outside, and those plants didn't make it. So I'm going to get the rest of this dirt out of here so I can reuse my tray. And then I'm going to put new dirt in here, soil, potting soil, whatever you want to say. And plant as many seeds as I can. I'm not going to plant all of the seeds that I have. I'm going to plant some of however many vegetables I can. Because if this don't work out, I want to have those seeds to be able to sow directly into the ground. So kind of like a backup. And if all else fails, I guess I'm going to have to buy the plants that are already grown from the store. Which I've always done. I've never started my own seedlings until this year. So now that I got that dirt out, I'm just going to toss it in the trash. Start over. And I forgot my soil, so I'm going to grab that real fast. So I have this potting soil here, and, starting mix. It's a 3-in-1 starting mix. It says organic, and the main title, or whatever you want to call it on the bag, is Back to the Roots. Back to the Roots Organic Seed Starting Mix. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in my bowl. Or, I don't think I'm going to put it in my bowl. I might just put it directly into here. Yeah, because I'm just going to get everything in the tray wet after I put the soil in here. Probably should have grabbed some scissors. I'm not that strong. Open these. There we go. Alright. I don't think I'll need this. My island keeps moving. And my hair keeps going in my face. It's been one of those mornings. It's actually just after 9 this morning. I have not had a good night. I have not had a good morning. So, rather than sitting there and... I just dusted myself. Rather than sitting there and feeling down and depressed and all the above, I figured I'm just going to get right into doing this. I've had this on my mind, and then I happened to look into my computer where I keep my inventory of plants, seedlings, whatever. and it said that I need to start these now. If I don't start these right now, I probably never will, and I'll just end up buying the plants from the store and not even trying this. So I just watched a YouTuber that I'm subscribed to, and it gave me the motivation to get up and start doing this. So here I am. And I'm just trying to get the big pieces out of this soil. Like, there's, you know, you can probably see those. But yeah, after I put this soil in here, I'm going to get it all wet and then start planting my seeds. This has a lot of wood pieces in it, which, yeah, I mean, wood soaks up, you know, wood holds water very well. So, I mean, I guess I could see why. It's kind of like compost. I guess it is compost. It's organic, and kind of trying. I don't want to pack these down too much, so I want to give room for my seedlings to grow. And I'm not going to fill them up all the way because I'm going to dump some soil over the top after I plant my seeds. Just a little bit, not much. I've got Scarlett occupied eating her breakfast. Boys are off to school. My partner was sick all day yesterday. Scarlett is teething. She was running a fever all day, on and off yesterday, and all through the night. She kept waking up and crying. So needless to say, I got probably 3 hours of okay sleep in. Which, that comes with being a parent. So I'm not complaining, but did not have a good morning this morning, and I felt so bad for Scarlett because all I could do is give her, you know, the things that she needed. Pump her full of fluids, you know, not pump her full, but, you know, I was giving her Pedialyte, because if you're a parent and you know anything about teething, you know what comes along with it. So she had to have Pedialyte, she had to have a fever reducer, just had to keep making sure she was drinking fluids and staying hydrated. Sorry this is taking me so long. I just want to make sure that I have enough room to put soil over. And I just mixed all that up in these in the wood. I just mixed all that up in the wood, which I should have been putting it back in here. It is what it is. Like I said, it's one of those mornings. Goodness. Just trying to scrape a little bit off the top of all these little cells. Alright, I think that just about does it. Yeah. Grab another one here. Oh, you know what? I did not realize this, but I have an extra one. Crazy me. I thought I was missing one when I ordered these, but evidently I didn't pay much attention. So I have 3 trays to plant today. That's awesome because I didn't think I'd be able to plant much. Sweet. Alright. Let's fast forward this part and get these both filled with the dirt. I've got all of these. Well, I've got all 3 of these trays filled up to where I want them. And I'm going to clean this little bit of mess up and start planting the seeds. So now I'm going to take my little spray bottle here and wet all of these little cells. I could just dump water all over them, but I don't want them soaked. So I'm just going to spray them a little bit. Probably 3 squirts per cell. Try and get that water down in there. So now that my trays all have water, I'm going to go through my seed packets, which I probably should have gotten them out already. But I'm doing it now. That's all that matters. And go through what I want to plant in here. Let's see. So these are my small sugar pumpkins. These are going to go into the ground, straight into the ground, after my frost risk, lifts. And the same with the jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. I'm going to wait on those too. So it is time to start my summer squash. It says 3 to 4 weeks before the frost lift. So I'm going to start these today. And let's see, these are my honeydew melons. And on the back, 2 to 3 weeks. I got to sow indoor 2 to 3 weeks before the temperatures reach 70, which right now basically. So, honeydew melon. I still am in a toss-up on if I want to plant my Detroit dark red beets. I don't eat them. My partner does, and I know of some other people that eat them. My dad, I do believe he eats them too, so I thought about planting just 1 or 2 of these plants. I don't want to plant things that the whole household don't eat. And if one of us, or anyone I know eats them, then I wanted to plant 1 or 2 plants to give to them. So, okay, so this is... This is my winter squash, my butternut squash, and it says they have a long maturing period. So if my growing season is short, I need to start it indoors before the last frost and transplant carefully. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'll try a couple of these butternut squash plants because I don't know how well they'll do. Like I said before, I am not a professional when it comes to gardening. I've never started my plants from seeds. So I don't know everything about this. I've been learning here and there, and some of it is just kind of like a common sense thing, but some of it's feels complicated to me. So these are my lettuce, Paris Island lettuce. And all of these that I'm planting today are non-GMO, at least that's what they say. And it's from Survival Garden Seeds. Start indoors 3 to 4 weeks ahead of last frost date. Harden off for 2 to 3 days before transplanting seedlings. Partial shade during hot summers. Okay, so I'm going to start these today also. Radishes. I don't know who likes radishes, but I do. I'm going to plant a couple of these. And it says, sow outdoors in sunny, well-drained soil. Radishes are best planted in spring or fall. If your radishes get too hot, they will lose their flavor and go bitter. Radishes can also be planted indoors with enough light. I'm going to wait to plant these outside. Scratch that. I didn't wait. I think that would be a good one to kind of do a test run on. But these are not going to get planted yet. I'm going to wait till after my frost date. I planted them anyway. Okay, carrots. I have Imperator. I don't know if that's how you say that. Imperator. Carrots. Scarlett had some blueberry pancakes for breakfast, so now she has blueberry marks all over her. She needs a bath. So, anyway, my carrots. It says in spring or fall, sow seeds 1 to 2 inches apart in loose, fertile soil. Cover the area with garden fabric. So those are going to be outside. So they won't be planted yet. I have eggplant. It came in the package. We do not eat eggplant. My partner does not like eggplant either, so I won't be planting those. I'm going to find somebody who would like these. So I also have another pack of small sugar pumpkins. Basil. I can start this whenever I want to in the house, so that's kind of like a toss-up. I'm not going to put these in these trays. Pak choy. I've never had it. I don't know. I heard it's a cross between cabbage and lettuce, but I figured I would grow at least one of these so that we can check it out and see what they are. It says direct sow during early spring or fall into well-drained, fertile soil rich with organic matter. So this won't be going in these today. They will go directly outside. These are my round zucchini. We love zucchini. So it says to start indoors 3 to 4 weeks before transplanting, outdoors or direct sow as soon as soil temperatures are consistently 65 degrees or above. So these are the round zucchinis. And this is kale. I'm not going to plant that. I'm going to find somebody else to take that. And these are some seeds that I planted before, and I saved some of them. So let's see if I need. I still have some serrano peppers. I still have cabbages. And I still have my sugar baby watermelons. These ones died when I put them outside. The cabbage as well. And my serrano peppers are doing great. So I'm not going to worry about these. I actually put them in a bag to tell me when I planted the seeds. So I'm kind of trying to keep up with when I plant them, when I put them outside, you know, the timeline and everything. So the cabbage, it says, sow indoors 6 to 8 weeks before last frost date. It's golden acre cabbage. I might end up planting a couple of these just because mine died off after putting them outside. for some sun. And then I'll see how that goes. They might not take off. They might. I might be a little bit too late putting them directly outside. I'm not sure yet. And then these watermelons, I'm going to put those directly into the ground after my frost warning lifts. Frost date, however you want to say it, lifts. Okay. Okay, let me see if you guys can see. Oh, that's a lot better. Okay. All right, let's get a move on it. So I'm going to start my summer squash first. I'm going to do 3 rows of this summer squash. And then sit it like right here so that I know those are what I planted there. And I'm going to do winter squash next to them. And I'm just putting 1 seed per pod. I call them pod. I don't know if that's the correct name for them, but I call them pods. The pods in the trays. 2. Okay, I'm just going to do 2 rows of those. And I'll take another squash. I'll use the zucchini. I'll plant the last 3 rows zucchini, but I'll leave 1 cell for probably the beets. Actually, I'm going to use 2 pods for the beets. And these are the Detroit Dark Red Beets. Oh, these are weird looking. Very weird. So, I've never seen seeds like this. Of course, I don't do seedlings, so is this normal? Oh, dropped some. They're so weird. They're little clusters. I guess I'm going to plant probably 3 of these per cell. Okay. I guess I'll see how those do. That's so weird. They look so weird. They don't look like a regular seed. Okay. Now I need to tag these. Put tags on them. So I just wrote, it's written in green, but I'm going to put it in the last pod, the last row here, with my seeds behind where I wrote, so I know that those are behind that tag. Those are my summer squash. And then I've got the butternuts, can't talk. I have the butternut squash. And I have 2 rows of those. And I have the zucchini. No, I have 3 rows of those. So I'm going to put that right here in the middle, but then I'm going to put another one right here facing that way so that I know that these 2 cells have the beets. So face it this way. And then I know these 2 cells have beets. I'm going to set this aside. I'm not going to put any dirt on it right now and get on to the next one. All right. Time to prep the cells. I also have some green beans from last year. Because I did try to plant green beans. So I'm going to put some of these garden bean seeds in my cells. Just going to do 1 per cell. We love green beans. So I'm going to do 3 rows. And next to that, I'm going to put my honeydew melon. And I'm going to plant these in these 3 rows. And 1 per cell. Oh, well, I dropped 2 in there. That's all right. Not a big deal. Next, I want to plant my lettuce in the last 3 cells. No, I'm going to do radish. Do radish in the last 3 cells. Or, sorry, last 3 rows. I'll have 12, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll have 15 plants, hopefully, that take off because we like our radish. Put 3 to 4. Oh my goodness. I just messed that up. See? Jeez Louise. I'm going to dig these out real quick. Probably just going to take the whole thing out because it's going to be hard to dig those little seeds out. I accidentally put them in with the honeydews. Okay, there's my honeydew seed. Okay, I'm not going to put this in there because I swear 3 of them dropped in. But I can't find the 3rd seed. So I'm just going to put some new soil in that one. And get it wet. There. Fix that problem. Move that to the side there. So now I have 2 rows, not 3 like I thought. So 2 rows that I'm going to put my radishes in. Gonna drop 3 to 4. And now I'm going to tag them. My green beans. My honeydew. And my radishes. Sit these. What's the matter, Boogie Bot? Hang on. Okay, I'm going to sit these to the side and I'm going to go get Scarlet. I think she wants me. Okay, got Scarlet calmed down and gave her a bath and gave her a bottle. Time to get this tray done. Now in this one, I'm going to plant my cabbage and my lettuce. I might be on planting this. I'm not sure yet. So this is, ooh, I'm making a mess. Golden Acre cabbage. Just going to drop a few in each cell. These are the ones that I lost to outside when I put them out there for some sun. Okay, I've got 3 columns here, lines here, whatever, areas here of cells that I have for my cabbage. I still have some left for next year, or in case this goes sideways again. And the lettuce, now I planted my lettuce in the garden last year and the deer ate it. I went out there getting ready to harvest, and the deer had already gotten to it and chomped the tops off. So these are the seeds for the Paris Island lettuce. They look a little different to me than the other lettuce that I had seen the seeds from them. I don't know if you can see those. Kind of remind me of fennel. Just going to sprinkle a few in there, each cell. Probably going to have to fix them and put them down in there. I think that's enough lettuce. Might have put too much in there, but that's alright. I'll just keep an eye on it. Obviously going to keep an eye on it. I have to water them. And I walk by them when I go outside or to my bedroom, so I'll see them. I'm trying to think of what to plant in the other cell. Well, the remaining 3 here. I have strawberry seeds somewhere. Just trying to remember where I put them. I saved them last year from my strawberry plants. Not in there. Well, I don't know where my strawberry seeds are, but I did find cantaloupe. I saved these last year when I bought cantaloupe from the store, and I'm going to use these 3 cells for the cantaloupe. And I'll just look up how to care for these. I know I can plant them right now, but I'm going to look up how I can care for these. I'm going to put 2 seeds in each cell. I really hope these take off, because if they do, then I know I did something right with these seeds. When it comes to honeydew, cantaloupe, watermelon, my whole family loves them. There's only one of my kids that refuses to eat watermelon, and he is my 16-year-old. So, okay, time to put down what these are. So I've got my cabbages first. I do believe. Yes, cabbages first. I did 3 columns of those. And then my lettuce. Two columns of those. And my cantaloupe. Three rows of those. Time to top these with some soil. Okay, so before I top these off with the soil that I'm using, I'm going to put the seeds in the bag, the packets of seeds and the empty ones, whatever, if I used all of them or not, into a Ziploc bag, and then I'm going to put today's date on it because that's when I put them in these little cells. Time to top these off with soil. All right. Make sure those are pushed down there pretty good. I'm going to keep this soil on the top loose. Okay, got all of my cells covered in garden soil. Time to water them. I'm just going to use my spray bottle. I'm going to do about 6 pumps over each because I already did 3 pumps underneath. Time. I'm done. So here they are. 3 full trays of potential future crops. I guess that's what I would call them anyway. So yeah, got my radishes, I've got lettuce, I've got cabbage, I've got all kinds of stuff. You already seen it all. I don't need to explain it to you. Well, guys, that is it for me today. So I am going to jump off of here and put these under the grow light, and hopefully within the next week or 2, I can see some growth and some germination. I really hope they work out. I don't want to go into the stores and buy those plants and plant them into the ground. I want to know exactly what was done with my plants, with the vegetables that we're going to be eating. So, I guess. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys hit that notification bell, and I hope you like my content. And if you do, don't be afraid to subscribe. You don't have to, but don't be afraid to. It is free to subscribe. So, I will catch you guys next time. Stay tuned. There's more coming up.